Life doesn't hand out participation trophies. It doesn't care if you think you're the main character or if you feel like you've been working so hard. Life has rules, harsh ones, and pretending they don't exist is like pretending gravity doesn't exist. You can try, but you'll still fall on your face. Today, I'm going to break down 7 brutal truths that most people spend their lives avoiding. But once you accept them, once you truly get them, you stop living life on autopilot and you start actually playing to win. Truth 1: nobody owes you anything. Let's start with the hardest pill to swallow. Nobody owes you anything. Not your parents, not your boss, not your friends, not even life itself. We grow up being told, be good, follow the rules, work hard, and life will reward you. Like there's some magical scoreboard keeping track of how much effort you've put in. But the truth is, life doesn't keep receipts. You can suffer for years, and the universe won't suddenly hand you a prize. Here's a story. When I first started working on myself, I thought people owed me recognition. I was showing up, I was trying, I was putting in hours, so I thought surely somebody will notice and reward me. Do you know what happened? Nothing. The world just kept spinning. Nobody cared. And at first I thought that was unfair. Then I realized, life isn't unfair. Life is indifferent. Being a good person is the baseline. Smiling, being nice, showing potential, those things don't get you trophies. You don't get rewarded for what you could do. You only get rewarded for what you actually do. Think about it like this. If you stand in front of a vending machine, being polite, complimenting it, even telling it how nice it looks, do you get snacks? Of course not. You only get snacks when you put something in. Life is the same. It doesn't care about your intentions. It only cares about your actions. Once you stop expecting life to give you something just because you deserve it, everything changes. You stop waiting. You stop playing the victim. And you start building. Because if nobody owes you anything, then the only person who can give you the life you want is you. Truth 2: you can waste years chasing the wrong things. This one hurts because it's true for almost everyone at some point. You can spend entire decades chasing things that don't matter. I had a friend who did exactly that. He spent his 20s chasing status. Cars, watches, clubs, endless selfies for Instagram. From the outside, he looked successful. People thought he was winning. But one night, he admitted something to me. Man, I feel empty. He had been building a house with no doors, no foundation, no soul. That's the trap. You can climb the ladder for 10 years, only to realize it was leaning against the wrong wall. The years are gone, and the view at the top feels like a prison. Ask yourself honestly, are you chasing this because you truly want it, or because you want people to see you with it? That question right there can save you years of regret. And here's the reality. Time doesn't refund wasted years. You don't get those back. That's why you have to pause and realign right now. Truth 3: most people don't care about your problems. This one stings. You think people are paying attention to you, worrying about your struggles, judging your mistakes. But the truth? Most people are too busy dealing with their own chaos to care about yours. Sure, they might listen when you vent. They might even give you a quick, stay strong. But once you leave, they go back to their own world. And it's not because people are evil. It's just human nature. So stop expecting people to carry your weight. Stop seeking endless sympathy. Stop waiting for validation. Because here's the truth. Sympathy feels nice for 5 minutes, but it doesn't solve anything. Action does. And if you're serious about action, about upgrading your life instead of just talking about it, I'll tell you something. We're building a private club, a space for people who actually want to grow, not just complain, a place where real conversations happen. If you're one of those people, that's where you'll want to be. Truth 4: time is your most brutal enemy. Time is the one opponent you can't outsmart, outrun, or negotiate with. It just keeps ticking. Do the math. If you live to 80, you get around 4,000 weeks. Sounds like plenty, but if you're 30, you've already spent over 1,500 of them. And every single week left is slipping away whether you use it or not. You can rebuild money. You can repair relationships. You can reinvent yourself at any age. But yesterday, that's gone forever. The problem is, most people act like time is unlimited. They live like they've got multiple lives in storage. They waste years scrolling, gossiping, or chasing things they don't even enjoy. They say, I'll do it later, not realizing later is just code for never. Imagine if every wasted minute charged you $1. Would you still burn 3 hours on TikTok? Or would you be broke before lunch? The harsh truth is, your present life is simply the result of how you've been spending your time up until now. That can be depressing or it can be liberating. Because if time built this life, then changing how you spend your time can build the next one. Truth 5. Comfort is killing you. Comfort feels good in the moment. Netflix, takeout, staying in your warm bed. It feels like happiness, but it's actually a slow poison. Every story of growth begins with discomfort. The gym hurts. Building a business is stressful. Having a hard conversation makes your stomach twist. But that's the price of progress. Comfort, on the other hand, steals your future while making today feel cozy. It tricks you into believing you're safe, when really you're stuck. Here's the truth. You're going to feel pain either way. The pain of discipline or the pain of regret. And regret always costs more. Truth 6. Fear never goes away. Most people are waiting for the day they'll feel fearless. The day they'll wake up with total confidence, ready to move. That day never comes. Fear doesn't vanish, it just changes shape. Even the people you admire, the ones crushing it, they feel fear too. They've just learned to act anyway. Fear is like background noise. You can't mute it, but you can talk louder than it. When I first started creating videos, I was terrified. What if people hated them? What if they laughed? What if I failed? And all of those things happened, but I survived. And every time I pushed through, the fear lost a little of its power. If you're waiting to feel ready before you move, you'll never move. You don't need less fear. You need more courage. Truth 7. Nobody makes it alone. We love the lone wolf story, the image of doing everything by yourself. But here's the truth. Lone wolves starve in the snow. Every success story has fingerprints of others on it. Mentors, friends, even enemies who pushed harder than expected. Nobody builds a legacy in total isolation. That's why building your pack matters. Finding the right people, the ones who challenge you, support you, and remind you why you started. And if these videos have been giving you value, here's my little reminder. There's a donation button. Think of it like buying me a coffee for smacking you with some harsh truths today. It keeps this going, and it helps me keep creating for you. So there they are. 7 harsh truths that shape life. Nobody owes you anything. You can waste years chasing the wrong things. Most people don't care about your problems. Time is brutal. Comfort is deadly. Fear never leaves, and nobody makes it alone. You can deny these truths and stay stuck. Or you can face them, accept them, and use them as fuel to finally build the life you actually want. The question is, are you ready to face them, or do you want to keep living in the illusion?